Hi, we're back again, the power of success. Hi, we're back again, the power of success. Creating 1 million millionaires. And how we do it, we're doing videos on our Rich Mind Poor Mind course, and then we're doing other videos on talking about success books and reading the books and giving our opinion on the books. So this is Dale Carden, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now we're almost more than halfway through it. It's a 100-page book, and we're on page 73 already. It says The Secret of Socrates. Socrates. I know I'm butchering his name, but it's Socrates. Okay? In talking with people, don't begin by discussing the things on which you difference. Begin by emphasizing and keep on emphasizing the things on which you agree. Keep emphasizing, if possible, that you are both striving for the same end and that your only difference is one of method and not of purpose. Get the other person saying yes, yes at the outset. So you want to capture their mind. So if you're a salesman, you want to capture their mind, that open up their mind so that they're listening to what you're saying. Because I know in most business, when you meet somebody, they already have an attitude that, okay, what is he trying to sell me? How much is it going to cost? What do I have to do to achieve this? You know, they're thinking, their mind's thinking other things and not hearing what you're trying to explain to them. So if you can get into conversations about, like, how's the weather? How's your family? You know, let them talk about themselves. Let them talk about their opinion. What's their opinion? You know, or where you're meeting. You know, if you're meeting in their office, well, this is a nice office, you know, that, you know, or how long you've been in business, or how long you've done this. You know, emphasize on them. Get them thinking about themselves, get them expressing things about themselves, and then it calms them down. It opens their minds, it opens their ears. So as they're expressing things, they're relaxed. They don't have that, okay, what? That tightness to them. They're relaxed. They're watch them sit back and, oh, now they're looking in your eyes and all this, right? So that's what you want. That's what you want to create, a relaxed environment. If you have a relaxed environment, it's easy to explain your side, what you want to accomplish. You're a salesman, you're trying to sell something. If you're a network marketer, you know, you're trying to get them to join your program, you know, whatever it is. Or if you're out there trying to raise money for a charity or something, you know, you get them relaxed, then they're more open to talk to you and express their opinion. And even when you're asking for something from them, say, what do you think about this? So don't go through your whole sales speech. I know you're taught to go through a sales speech, but don't go through the whole sales speech. Don't ignore them. Don't say, oh, don't go like 5 minutes and just blah, 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 blah. You'll lose them. You know, start off softly. Start off with a little piece. Break down your sales script into little bits where you're asking or explaining, then what are your thoughts? What do you think about this? You know, people like to feel important, and that you you have to make them feel that their opinion matters to you, and you'll be more successful. So get the other person saying yes, yes at the outset, because you need that. That's what you want. That's why you break the conversation. Get them thinking, okay, I like this. Keep your opponent, if possible, from saying no. The physical psychology matters here are quite clear. When a person says no and really means it, he or she is doing it for more than saying a word or two letters. There is usually in minutes, but sometimes in observable agreement. Observable agreement. A physical withdrawal or readiness or for withdrawal. Maybe they're not ready. So you're not trying to force them to buy today if their mindset is not there. So now, if you're getting an inkling of they're not ready, they can't afford it, or they can't do this, they can't do that, then you change your speech. You change your approach. Now your approach is, okay, well, what do you think if we leave this matter for another time? So I'll explain it to you so you have an open mind to it. Then maybe when you have the opportunity, we can sit down and make an agreement that you either buy my product or join my group or whatever. Take them into consideration. Okay. There's usually a minute, but sometimes it's observable degree, a physical withdrawal or readiness for withdrawal. The whole nucleus system, in short, sets itself on guard against acceptance. See, they start to freeze up. If the cost is too much, they don't want to feel that they can't afford it. So you have to keep them comfortable. It says, oh, we know that this is a lot of money for most people, but if you're able, okay. If you're not unable, that's okay. So we can figure out something, another way to get you involved in it. When to the contrary, a person says yes, none of the withdrawal activities take place. The orgasm is in a forward moving acceptance, open attitude, hence the more yeses. We can, at the very outset, induce. The more likely we are to be successful in capturing the attention of our ultimate proposal. Socrates, the godly of Athens, was one of the greatest philosophers the world has ever known. Secret. I have it, but I can't pronounce it. He did something that only a handful of men in all history have been able to do. He sharply changed the whole course of the human thought. And now, 25 centuries after his death, he is honored as one of the wisest persuaders who ever influenced his regular world. His method, did he tell people they were wrong or no? Not Socrates. He was far too adroit for that. His whole technique, now called the Socrates method, was based upon getting a yes response. He asked questions. See, you got to ask questions in which the opponent would have to agree. So you have to say, say you're trying to sell a financial opportunity. So you go, though, wouldn't you think having an extra this amount of money would change your life? They can't say no. They have to say yes. So you have to be careful and never ask a question that you can get a no to. How much questions where they have to say yes or I don't know yet? But never ask the questions where they can you give them an out where they can say no. He kept on winning one admission after another until he had an armful of yeses. He kept on asking questions until finally, almost without realizing it, his opponent found themselves embracing a conclusion they would have bitterly denied a few minutes previously. The next time we are tempted to tell someone he or she is wrong, let's remember the Socrates asked a gentle question, a question that will get the yes, yes response. The Chinese have a proverb, pregnant with the old age wisdom of the Orient. He who treads softly goes far. So that's the proverb. He who treads softly goes far. Never go hard on a sale. Never go into a sale. I need this sale. I need this sale. It's written all over your face. You want to go in there as somebody says, I have an awesome opportunity. I'd like to present it to you. So the principle, get the other person saying yes, yes, immediately. Immediately. So you're asking questions where it has to say yes, especially in finances. That wouldn't this money help this? Oh, wouldn't this money help that? Wouldn't this money help your family? Wouldn't this money help your children? Find out about their children. Are they in school? Are they in university? Whatever. Think, oh yeah, university is really expensive. It's hard. A lot of kids get in debt, but this opportunity. You think this opportunity could make it easier for your child to go to university without being in debt? Are they going to say no? No, they're going to say, yes, having that extra amount of money would do good. So you've got to get them into the yeses so that it'll be hard for them to say no. When you get them into yeses, you're getting them to convince themselves that this is a good opportunity. This is a good product. So thank you for being here. I hope this has been beneficial to you and beneficial to you. And that's what it's got to be. It's got to be benefit. It's got to benefit you. So you won't like or subscribe if I'm not giving you something that will benefit you. So we're here to help you and hope to help you down the road to success and achieve victory in every area of your life. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. To your awesome success. Have an awesome day.